Brrr. What the fuck was that? What we watched yesterday. Guys, welcome. Brand new edition, Full Time Reds. If you've not subscribed, do subscribe. Thank you for the 1400 that have helped us grow. Let's get into this video. I tried to avoid doing this after the game yesterday. I was just trying to digest what I watched, what I saw. In today's video, we're going to touch on obviously the game yesterday, what players I felt that let the team down, what happens next, Roy Keane and Jose Mourinho's comments, and I'll dive into a few other things as well. Obviously, we all saw the game yesterday, and I was reluctant to do a video yesterday because I didn't want to overreact, and I didn't really want to push. You know, sometimes with emotion you can talk and you can kind of overanalyze and you can just be really emotional and fucking just get a bit carried away with the bad side of the game. But I've spent about 24 hours now, and I think what we saw yesterday is what I've been going on about since the Tottenham game. And I keep referring to this Tottenham game because the home game we played against Tottenham had basically the third choice midfield, and they played us off the park. And at the time, I was saying, like, Tottenham have got injuries, but they're playing better. Why are we keep saying we've got injuries, and once the players are back, we're going to be playing really well? We've only got two players out, Shaw and Martinez. Otherwise, it's pretty much full strength team. And you saw it yesterday. The same thing again and again and again and again, where you go up. We saw it against Galatasaray, we saw it against Bayern Munich, and where you score 2-3 goals, and they concede some stupid goals. The first one they conceded, spare man in the box, he's hit it. Second one was a deflection, and the third one, it could be controversial whether it's a penalty or not. I know a lot of people are going on about the Jack Grealish one from Saturday, but how are you allowing this to happen again and again and again? And I know I have been a big Ten Hag supporter. A lot of fans have been Ten Hag supporters, but if we can see this again and again, where it's the same thing happening again and again and again, why can he not see this? I genuinely don't understand why he cannot see this, and he keeps doing the same thing, which is like, what are you doing? Can you stop doing this? Where the midfield just go missing. We don't hold the ball, we don't dictate the ball. And I was saying this when we were 3-0 down. I was saying to the people I was watching the game with that Coventry are actually quite scared, and I think they're playing the occasion. And if they actually had a goal, they could really put it on us. And from the 70th minute and all the way through to extra time, they were putting it on us. And that is a really bad reflection on the team. We can go on about players, and I'll come to the players separately, but the manager has to take responsibility on this. Like, what are you doing? How is this happening? Why does it keep happening every single time? This is going on for a year, probably longer than a year. Well, a year calendar-wise, because I think the decline started happening after the Carabao Cup final. I think after that, we've just been going downhill ever since. And from the start of this season, from that Wolves game till now, it's been constantly going on. Coventry just kept playing it and moving it wide, and we couldn't control the ball. We couldn't control the game. He, to me, is at his limit. This is the maximum you're going to get out of Ten Hag. It's not going to get any better than this. And sometimes you have to accept that maybe this is the best he's going to give you. It's not like you're going to put more, give him better players, and he's going to evolve his game. No. It's not. This is it. He cannot get any better than this, in my opinion. A good coach should be able to play 2 to 3 systems, at least another system. At least if you've got injuries, why can you not go 2-3 at the back? Solskjaer used to get fucking slated for this, left, right, and center, but he did have systems: 3 at the back, he'd play 4 at the back, and I don't understand why we wouldn't. It's all good sticking to your principles, but when you're getting panned by Coventry, then there's really no point. Which brings me on to my next point, which are the players. Right, look. We all know certain players, and I won't be like other channels. I'll actually name players: Casemiro, Rashford, Bruno is a bit 50-50, are two that really stick out to me. Players, for some, these special players that I've mentioned, keep on not performing or keep losing their head in certain points. With Casemiro, he just constantly plays long. I don't know what's happened to him, but to me, he thinks he's playing Power League. He's just constantly pumping the ball. You've got Rashford who does not want to be there, and I don't understand why Ten Hag keeps playing him then. This guy's going to get you sacked, and I don't understand why you can't see this. Amad Diallo could have played there, but Rashford is not bringing anything to the table. He gets away with murder, especially with the media, where maybe he's not well, maybe this. Yeah, we don't know. But if you're gonna apply that where we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, then you have to apply the same thinking to Anthony, who's actually going through worse than probably what Rashford's going through that we know of, where he's had allegations, false allegations. With Rashford, he's been on the fucking piss in Dublin, lied, and he's still being played. And then the fans go, well, you know what? He's fucking shit. He's been here for that long. He doesn't do anything, and he just walks around as if he's prime Ronaldinho, which his attitude really is really really bad. And him and Bruno as well. Bruno, look, I understand his aspect that he wants to play forward, but you have to understand when to play forward and when to retain the ball. At 3-0, just kill the game off. Even at 3-1, kill the game off. 3-2, right? You need to try, guys. Hold the ball, let's recycle it, and just kill the game off. You don't need to constantly keep pumping the ball forward to create chances. And this is a big problem in midfield. People go on about Casemiro or Scott McTominay, but he, as the captain, has to lead. Scott McTominay is another one where he gives you a goal, but his overall play, he just doesn't bring anything to the table. And I understand there are injuries, but I thought Forson that came on probably gave more than he did. But Ten Hag keeps playing him. So then you have to question, why does he keep playing him? Why is he playing him then? Rashford is giving you 0. Yeah, people can go on about Wan-Bissaka's shit on the left. He's not even left-footed. But the guy that's more experienced, senior pro at 350 grand a week, you're not a kid anymore. Get the team through it. Good players, that's what they do. They know how to hold, how to stay in the game, how to keep the game moving, what needs to be done in different points. But Ten Hag loves him, keeps playing him. I just don't get it. Honestly, I just don't understand this, why he keeps playing him. And that brings more pressure on him and his decision making. I said a few weeks ago, I thought Ten Hag is not enjoying the job. I don't think he wants to be here. It's just, you can't keep doing the same thing. And I was looking at the director's box yesterday. You had Wilcox in there. You had Ratcliffe, fair play, ran a marathon and came there. Probably again gave him more heart attacks than the marathon. And you had Joel Glazer in there. I think it was Joel or Avram. And you had a couple of others. And they'll be looking at this thinking, fucking hell, we've spent 400 mil on this and it's gone backwards. And this is what I think will happen next. I think Ten Hag will not survive. I've said this for a while. It's not reactionary based on yesterday's result. I just don't see him surviving. Reason being, he's not showing anything where you think, you know what, if he gets X, Y, Z player, this will change or that will change. If he, for example, was playing a midfield of, after the bad results of Amrabat, Mount, Ahmad, a couple of others, even Ericsson, you think, you know what, I get it. You know what, he just hasn't got the players. You can see he's trying to make changes, but because he hasn't got the players, the changes are not working. But he's playing the same thing again and again, and I think he'll get himself sacked. And this isn't about, we can't keep repeating the cycle. You can't keep doing this either. You cannot keep making the same mistakes and getting away with it. The new powers are not going to go into a final season, do a transfer with a manager that they're 50-50 on, or they've only got, either they have to extend him, which I can't see happening, or they have to get rid of him. Whoever they bring in, I think will be a better option right now, because you can see, I don't think the players have thrown him under the bus, but he can't get, he's stuck to his principles, which I respect to a point, but it's insanity if you keep doing the same thing again and again, expect different results. I saw a clip from Ruud Gullit where he was saying that they asked him when he was doing this at Ajax, but where the midfield would bomb forward and there'd be no midfield. And at Ajax, you can probably get away with it because technically you got better players, but the Premier League teams will kill you. I reckon Sheffield United will pump at least 20 shots on him on Wednesday as well. And that has to come down to him and how he's setting the team up. Under a new regime, the way we want to move, I think we'll probably bring in a coach that is just there to coach and who's all right with the new system of just coaching. He's not involved in transfers and players are given to him, because this can't carry on. If you're doing that against Coventry, God help you. And if you keep repeating the mistakes, it's not going to work. And unfortunately, Ten Hag will get himself sacked. He's to blame, nobody else. And it's very, very unfortunate that this is going to happen, because we all wanted it to work, but he's just basically not helping himself. I'm going to finish off on the Roy Keane, what he said and what Jose Mourinho comments have come out this morning. Roy Keane was made a valid point where he said it lacks character and it lacks leadership. And the leadership has to come from senior players. Last year Harry Maguire got hammered as the captain, and the performances we were putting in. And this year Fernandes gets away with murder, and he's the captain. Him, Rashford, Maguire, McTominay, Casemiro, Varane all have to step up and start getting a hold of this game, because in the game sometimes the players have to react to what's going on. Sometimes you could go 1-0 down, 2-0 down in 10 minutes. And your players then, your senior players, have to get the team together and manage the game through, because until you get to halftime, your manager can't really get his point across fully. So the senior pros have to step up. And when the senior pros are not stepping up, and which I agree with Keane, this is what happens. And this is going to keep happening until we get rid of at least 7-8 of them. And I am going to do a video on players who I think should be removed. Mourinho said, look, there are players there from when he was there that he felt shouldn't have been there. He's obviously referred, there's only 4 or 5 left. Shaw, Rashford, Martial, McTominay. And I think personally he's pointing the finger at Shaw, Rashford, and Martial. Martial we can ignore, he's kind of gone. He won't play. But Shaw and Rashford, we really need to start looking at this issue, because Shaw's never bloody fit for more than 20 games. He's been there 10 years. And we're still trying to figure out if he's good or not. And Rashford just thinks, right, I've signed a contract, I'm the bee's knees, I'm the main man. Fucking I should be a Ballon d'Or winner. When in reality, he's just fucking Wilfred Zaha playing for Man United, and that's his level. He is at Wilfred Zaha's level. He's not a Riyad Mahrez. He's not a Luis Diaz. He's not a Son. He's just not. He's not a Sane. He's not on that level. He won't be on that level because he hasn't got the fucking in-game IQ. Let's see what happens against Sheffield United. That was my kind of video, guys. Please do subscribe. We're trying to get to the 2,000 mark. Please do watch. Please do share. Please leave in the comments how you feel we can improve the channel. What else we should cover. If you'd like to see more tactical reviews, different types of shows, please let us know. We're only small. We really need your support. Much love. Let's hope the season finishes soon, and let's look forward to next year. Peace.